Imagine a secret team of codebreakers working in silence in a quiet English mansion, while the fate of the entire world hung in the balance. This isn't the plot of a spy movie. It's the true story of Bletchley Park, a place where hidden genius changed the course of history forever. During the darkest days of World War II, a brilliant mathematician named Alan Turing and his extraordinary team of codebreakers accomplished what was thought to be impossible. They cracked the German Enigma code, a breakthrough that not only helped shorten the war, but also laid the very foundation for the modern computers we use every single day. Their story is one of intellect, perseverance, and secrecy, a tale of unsung heroes whose work echoed through generations. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of history's greatest intellectual triumphs. So, let's set the stage. It's the late 1930s, and tensions are rising across Europe. Germany, under its aggressive regime, had a secret weapon that wasn't a tank or a plane, but a machine, the Enigma machine. This electromechanical device looked like a complex typewriter, but its purpose was far more sinister. It was used by the German military to encrypt all their communications, from a U-boat commander's orders in the Atlantic to a general's plans on the Eastern Front. The way it worked was devilishly clever. Every time an operator pressed a key, a different letter would light up, following a path through a series of rotating wheels and a plugboard. The number of possible settings was astronomical. We're talking about 159 quintillion combinations. That's 159 followed by 18 zeros. To put that in perspective, if you tried one combination every second, it would take you longer than the age of the universe to check them all. To the Allies, the Enigma code was a solid, impenetrable wall. German messages were being intercepted every day, but they were just gibberish. The inability to read these messages meant Allied ships were being sunk, military plans were being thwarted, and lives were being lost. The codebreakers were in a race against time, and the clock was ticking louder every day. They knew that cracking this code was not just an intellectual puzzle. It was a matter of survival. This is where our main character enters the scene, Alan Turing. Turing was not your typical war hero. He was an eccentric, socially awkward, yet undeniably brilliant mathematician from Cambridge University. When the war broke out, he was recruited to work at the top-secret government code and cipher school at Bletchley Park, a Victorian estate that became the nerve center of Britain's code-breaking efforts. Turing wasn't alone. He was joined by a diverse group of people: linguists, chess champions, classicists, and even crossword puzzle experts. They were looking for minds that could think differently, that could see patterns where others saw only chaos. Turing immediately focused on the Enigma problem. He understood that trying to break it by hand was futile. You couldn't outthink the machine. You had to build a machine to beat the machine. Building on earlier work by Polish cryptanalysts who had made the initial breakthroughs, Turing designed a colossal electromechanical device he called the bomb. The bomb wasn't a computer in the modern sense. It was a specialized machine designed for one task: to rapidly test thousands of possible Enigma settings. It worked by simulating the rotors of multiple Enigma machines at once, searching for logical contradictions in the encrypted messages. When it found a possible correct setting, it would stop, allowing the codebreakers to test it. These machines were huge, noisy, and filled entire rooms, with wires and rotating drums clicking and clattering day and night. It was the sound of the impossible becoming possible. Turing's genius was in realizing that you didn't need to check every single combination. By exploiting human errors like German operators using predictable phrases or not changing settings properly, he could drastically narrow down the possibilities. His method was a triumph of logic and engineering, turning an unwinnable guessing game into a solvable puzzle. The impact of their success was monumental and immediate, yet it remained one of the war's best-kept secrets. With the Enigma messages now readable, the Allies gained an unprecedented advantage. They could anticipate U-boat movements in the Atlantic, helping protect vital supply convoys from Britain to North America. This was crucial, as Britain was on the verge of starvation. In North Africa, They knew General Rommel's battle plans before his own troops did. The intelligence gained from these decrypted messages, codenamed Ultra, was instrumental in planning major operations, including the D-Day landings in Normandy. Most historians now agree that the work done at Bletchley Park shortened the war by at least 2 years, and perhaps even more. Think about that for a moment. 2 years. Millions of lives, soldiers and civilians alike, were saved because a quiet group of intellectuals cracked a code. But the story doesn't end there. After the war, the Official Secrets Act meant that none of the codebreakers could ever speak about their work. Their contributions remained hidden from the public for decades. Even more profoundly, Alan Turing's theoretical work on computation, which underpinned his design for the bomb, laid the groundwork for the digital age. His 1936 paper on computable numbers introduced the concept of a universal machine, a theoretical device that could simulate any computer algorithm. This is the fundamental concept behind every smartphone, laptop, and server in the world today. Turing is rightly called the father of modern computing. He didn't just help win a war, he envisioned the future we now live in. His work planted the seeds for artificial intelligence, computer science, and the entire digital revolution. It's a quiet legacy, born in secrecy, that now shouts from every screen we look at. Now, take a second and look around you. Look at your phone, your computer, the device you're watching this on. Can you imagine a world without them? Without the internet, without instant communication, without the digital tools that define our modern lives, without Alan Turing and the quiet heroes of Bletchley Park, that very well might have been our reality. Their secret war didn't just end a global conflict, it kickstarted a new era for humanity. It makes you wonder, what other hidden stories and unsung geniuses have shaped the world we know today? The story of Alan Turing is also a poignant one. Despite his monumental contributions, he was persecuted after the war for his homosexuality, which was then a crime in the UK. He was forced to undergo chemical treatment and died in 1954 in what was ruled a suicide. It was a tragic end for a man who gave so much to the world. It wasn't until 2009 that the British government formally apologized for his treatment, and he was granted a posthumous royal pardon in 2013. His story is a powerful reminder that genius can be found in anyone, and that we must honor and accept people for who they are. The legacy of Bletchley Park is not just in history books, it's a living legacy. The site is now a museum, a place where you can walk the same paths as Turing and his colleagues. See a rebuilt bomb machine in action and feel the weight of the history made there. It stands as a monument to human ingenuity and the incredible power of collaboration. It teaches us that sometimes the greatest battles are won not with weapons, but with intellect, persistence, and the courage to think differently. These codebreakers showed us that a small group of determined people, working together in the shadows, can truly change the world. If you enjoyed this glimpse into one of history's most important and hidden stories, please hit the like button and subscribe for more untold tales of the heroes and events that have shaped our world. We love diving deep into these incredible narratives, and your support helps us bring them to light. Drop a comment below and let us know what other historical mysteries you'd like us to explore next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.